Story. Chapter 1 The Beginning. Yo! Todoroki called across the corridor when he saw Izuku entering the campus. Midoriya. A smile beamed on the taller boy's face and Izuku waved at him back. Finally going to start real lessons, huh? Izuku told him with joy. Todoroki sighed. I wish the game could last longer so that every day is just them practicing while we do nothing. Thank goodness it's over. Come on, let's get to class now, Izuku said, as they both walked towards their classrooms. Some were in their seats already but no sign of the teacher inside. Both Izuku and Todoroki sat at some empty seats in the corner with Momo and Tsuyu. You mustn't put your feet on the table, for you are violating the school rules and ruining the image of a student of UA, a voice is heard from the front. It was Iida. Izuku looked over to the scene and saw Iida scolding the bragging brat, Bakugo. He scoffed. And what are you going to do about it? Izuku shook his head a little, feeling annoyed at Bakugo's awful attitude despite him being the number one star player. But then Izuku has caught someone in his eyes next to the mischievous short-tempered dude. It was a brown-haired girl with pretty fair skin. It was Ochako. Izuku then nodded. So she was in our class, he whispered. She was already surrounded by girls talking to her and laughing with her as well. But why sit beside the worst possible seatmate in this school? After that, the teacher arrived without even knocking, making the students quickly find any empty seat to sit on. Good morning, class. I'm Mr. Aizawa, your class teacher. His voice sounds awfully dull, which sets this atmosphere down into an awkward silence. He took out a piece of paper from his file which is filled with papers in it. This will be your new sitting arrangement, he announced. But someone rudely interrupted him. Sensei, said the yellow spiky hair boy, is it really necessary? I mean, we can just sit wherever we want, right? All we need to do is study. Bakugo, don't worry, I can handle it, Ochako softly told him, which can be heard around the classroom. This was given to me from your previous class teacher, he answered. And told me that this was based on your relationship with one another so that you guys should be put further away from each other without causing any distractions in class. Bakugo clicked his tongue and glared away. Mr. Aizawa then looked back at the paper. Without further ado, he squinted his eyes on the paper. Aoyama Yuga, sit here, he pointed at the front seat. And so on with the new seating arrangement. Iida sat between Kirishima and Bakugo with Todoroki behind. Iida had to watch over the disrespectful and rebellious person who is now in an awfully bad mood. Momo sat at the back, next to a guy so-called Kaminari. Kaminari Denki, the class clown favorite. He makes jokes in the middle of the class and sometimes does stupid stuffs everywhere. In laboratories, cafeterias, bathrooms. And he was famous for that. He rebels too as well. He dated lots of girls and eventually is also labeled a playboy, but girls still find him attractive and wants to date him for some reason. Promoted stories. You'll also like. Plus Ultra, Shoto Todoroki X Reader X Izuku. 841k 24.9k. Being rewritten. You and your twin brother, Katsuki Bakugo, have been close your whole life. Even through you two were close, you've always been homeschooled, for Rees. Something unforeseen. Completed. 13.6k 376. Izuku Midoriya is a young high schooler who oftentimes keeps to himself, and he enjoys this tranquil lifestyle. He enjoys comic books and keeps his grades up and is your Echoes of Obsession, Yandere BNHAX Female R. 13.4k 464. You, the reader, find yourself into the prestigious halls of UA High School, surrounded by a group of aspiring heroes who harbor an unsettling obsession with you. From Keyholder Boku no Hero Academia Fanfic. 2652. First, There was ice. Pain followed. This is how it has always been. But when you're hurt and alone, will anyone come to help, despite all your missteps? Fumiko Hanab, A Million Reasons, Izwocha Fanfic, under 70.4K988. Ochako Uraraka and Izuku Midoriya have always had feelings for each other, but they never wanted to admit it. They have always wanted to find opportunities to tell each. The Support General Course. Quirkless. Deck. 40.7K 1.3K. Izuku got into UA, just not the hero course. Taking both support and general classes, Izuku aims to graduate from UA after giving up on his hero dreams. Quirkless is. Lover's Day. Izuku Midoriya x Reader x Bakig. 181K 6.1K. Valentine's Day Competition. At your Hero Academia, UA, what will happen when an innocent holiday becomes a vicious competition? Friends become rivals. Rivals remain